Hi, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design, and I am starting another live stream right now, another drawing live stream. And Evan Von Scriber says first. Yes, you are here first, Evan. You're here before I am. Hopefully you weren't waiting too long. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing another illustration. This time, a portrait. I haven't done a portrait in quite a while. I'm gonna be drawing Jack Kirby. Yes, Andrew J. the King. Jack King Kirby. And as most of you know, he's pretty important to comic books and comic book history. And I figured, if I'm going to be drawing someone, I might as well draw him. He's pretty cool. And he's a pretty awesome artist. So might as well give him a visual shout out with an illustration. So I'm going to get started. Let me just make sure hold on. See if everything's working. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon. How are you doing? Good seeing you. Let me get my glasses so I can actually see what I'm doing. It's a little better. Clean my glasses. That would be good. Let's see here. Hope you all had a good Monday, despite the fact that it's Monday. Oh, good. Glad you're doing well. Now, if I can only get my pencil to be sharpened. Never seems to get quite sharp enough. Let's see. I'm going to measure out space for it. Let's see. 6 inches there. And 6 inches here. And 6 inches here. Boink. There we go. Let's see. Alright. Now, one problem. I only have one tablet that's working. So, I have to look at my reference online on my tablet, so I won't be able to look at the chat while I'm drawing. I'll come back every once in a while to talk to you guys, but I think for the most part I'm going to be looking at the reference image and drawing. So I'll be here drawing away, but you can ask questions, but I'm only going to be able to come back every once in a while to check the chat to find out what you guys are saying. So I apologize in advance for my lack of... Oh, I wandered away. Sorry. I apologize in advance for my lack of response to any questions you may have. But feel free to ask them, and when I look at the chat again, I'll answer them. Okay. Right now, I'm going back to my computer with my tablet so I can actually find the image. So I'll be back in 1 second. Okay. I'm still here. Evan got beamed into another planet or something. So I'll be right back. Now, find picture. Picture. Zoom. Now you would think found it. Yay, found it. That was easy. I found it. You think I'd have all this stuff ready beforehand, but of course I don't. Let's see. Is that? Dagnabbit. There we go. Okay. one last look at the chat, make sure everything's okay. Okay, Andrew J gives a thumbs up. Lady Celtic Moon gives an okay. So, I guess we can get started. See. Andrew J says, Jiminy, I did that double-sided tape thing with my comic book bags. It's sweet. Thank you. Sure, no problem. My pleasure. Yeah, I finally figured it out after a lot of trial and error and frustration. And at first, I used dagnabbit. I'm dropping stuff again. Too many art supplies. First, I bought this stuff. This really expensive stuff, and it's archival tape that I got on Amazon. This stuff cost $19 for this roll, okay? And it says really good. Oh, it's great for comic book bags. Blah blah blah. Oh, you gotta use it. So I used it on my comic book bags, on my my lights too, to close them. This stuff is like freaking glue. This permanently seals your comic book bags, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted something where I could close the bags, keep them sealed, but then open them up again whenever I wanted to read the comics. This stuff was not it. So after I wasted almost $20 on this stuff, then that's what really started my search on finding something good, some double-sided tape that would work. So yeah, so the stuff that I suggested in previous videos when I've done unboxings or when I've bagged some of my comic books with double-sided tape, that stuff. It's oh, here it is. It's this stuff. This Scotch removable double-sided tape. Removable. You need removable tape to do it. Yeah, $20 is a lot of money. Yeah, pass on the information, Andrew J. It's Scotch tape. It's archival, removable, double-sided tape. Photo safe, and it will close your My Light 2 bags, so you can close them, reopen them, blah blah blah, at your leisure without damaging the bags, without leaving nasty gunk on the bags. And it's much, to my mind, it's much better than just using regular Scotch tape, which will just hang out there and, you know, like a little trapped waiting to snag your comic books and possibly tear them. So if you can use that stuff, use a double-sided tape. So yeah, so I'm glad it worked for you, Andrew. Very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna start drawing Jack Kirby, and hopefully I do him justice. Won't mess him up, because he's watching. He and Stan Lee are watching. I drew Stan Lee a long time ago, but it's my first time drawing Jack Kirby, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Let me make sure I have enough light so I can actually see him. Yeah, my eyes. Oof. I'm going to have to draw more often because it seems like my eyes are getting worse with each passing year. So, about a decade, may not be able to see it all. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. I gotta use my talent while I can still see. Let's see. Get this cord out of the way. Alright, let's see. This will be interesting. The hard part, as usual, is proportions, which I always struggle with, and fitting the figure on the paper. It's always tough. Let's see. Okay. All right. Saw Godzilla yesterday in the theaters. It was pretty good. It was an interesting movie. I'm not sure how to describe it. I liked. I mean, it was cool monsters, great action. Um, the villains, I think, were what sort of annoyed me about the movie. Um, it was it was obviously set up for a sequel, but I don't know if it's gonna get a sequel. I don't know if it's gonna make enough money to justify a sequel. And so without a sequel, it has just a big gaping hole in the movie. So it was I don't know. It wasn't a completely satisfying movie. Good did not triumph over evil. Let's just put it that way. It seemed in a lot of ways the bad guys won. So it seems like I don't know. The monster part was cool. But the human part of the story was left wanting. I guess you can put it that way. So, but it was what I expected from a Godzilla movie. It would have been better if they didn't have as much human interaction, human elements in the movie, just because all the human parts were. I mean, yeah, the especially one of the main characters, a female scientist, um, who's sort of the catalyst for pretty much all the mayhem in the movie. You just wanted to shoot her in the face, and I don't know. There was an attempt to redeem her at the end, and it was just kind of ridiculous. She was a character who was irredeemable, just because she was responsible for so many people's deaths for her own selfish reasons. So, but Godzilla was cool, and Ken Watanabe, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Watanabe, however you pronounce his name. He was really good in the movie. He's a great actor. It's surprising he was also in the new Pokemon movie. So, but yeah, it was a good Godzilla movie. I enjoyed it. It was yeah, it was pretty much what I expected. So, I have not gone to the theater to see Dark Phoenix yet, though. I'm not sure if I will. But yeah. One thing I don't understand about the X-Men movies, the current run of them, no one ages. It doesn't make any sense. You remember the first one, in this current stream of X-Men movies, First Class, that was set in the '60s with Charles and Beast and Mystique, Magneto. It made sense then. They were in their 30s, and it was set in in the '60s, 20 years after World War II, early '60s. So 20 years had passed since Magneto had lost his family in the Holocaust when he was a boy, teenager, whatever. So their ages were fine. They were in their 30s, 20 years later. Then what was the next one? It was set in the '70s with the Sentinels, and it was what was it called? That was Days. Was that Days of Future Past? Yeah, it was Days of Future Past. And 10 years later in the '70s, with who else was in it? Quicksilver and all these other characters. And okay, they look the same. Okay, they're in their 40s now. Okay, I'll buy that they may look somewhat the same. in their 40s. Beast and Charles Xavier and Mystique. Okay, fine. And Magneto. Fine. And they also introduced Quicksilver in that movie, who's at the time, I guess, late teens, maybe early 20s, living at home. So, yeah, let's say he's 19. In 1974, I think I think it was said. Okay, fine. Then the next one's in the 80s, Age of Apocalypse. So now they're in their 50s, Charles and Mystique and Magneto and Beast. But they all look the same as they did back in the 60s when they were in their 30s. And now Quicksilver is 29, early 30s. He still looks the same. Doesn't make much sense, but okay. Okay. This new movie, Dark Phoenix, set in 1992, 10 years later. So now Quicksilver is what, early 40s? He still looks like he's 19 or 20. Charles Xavier and the others are in their 60s now. Why do they still look like they're 30? It doesn't make any sense. So that's. I'm sure there are a lot of problems with the movie, according to the critics and everything. But that's the one thing that sort of annoyed me the most. Everyone looks the same. It makes no sense whatsoever to me, anyway. So, but what do I know? I'm just a person who they expect to pay money to watch it. But yeah, those are the sort of things that sort of stand out to me with a lot of movies. So they need to at least try to make it look like they want me to believe that 30 years has passed since X-Men First Class. You have to try to age up the characters visually so that I can buy into that, because otherwise I really can't. Alright, let's see. Whew, okay, let's, okay. Let me get these proportions right. I'm like rushing through it and getting them wrong compared to the reference photo. let me rough out at least the major elements of his face, because I don't want to focus too much on like the niddly details and then lose the forest for the trees in a sense, because I know I'm prone to do that. I'll start focusing on his nose. It's like, oh yeah, that nose looks really cool, and then I'll visually pan out because I'll be so focused on like one element, and then after focusing and trying to do like a really good job on that element, I'll zoom out mentally and look at the whole picture, and then I'll realize that everything else is out of proportion compared to this really cool nose I just drew or whatever. Oh, I made his eye perfect. Yeah, but the rest of his face is out of proportion now. It's like, dagnabbit. Alright. Yeah, so I gotta black out everything first, roughly. Just so I know that before I start focusing on particular details, at least they'll at least the proportions will be right. Let me. Okay, let's see. I think I may have made his face too wide, but we will continue playing with it and then hack away if need be. That's why I like my eraser. It's the most important part of the drawing process for me. It fixes all my many mistakes. Let's see. Let's see here. Alright. I want to put on some music, but I'm afraid it's going to mess with the stream. So, I'm not going to do it. Let's see. I found that you stop drawing something for a while, you sort of lose your muscle memory or whatever that helps you do it well. Same with portraits. I am looking at this, and it doesn't look like Jack Kirby too much right now. Good thing is I noticed that it's not looking like Jack Kirby, so I can fix it. But it's just frustrating that I have to go back and try to fix it. Right now, it looks more like Derek Jacobi, the British actor, than it does Jack Kirby. But I will fix it. We can rebuild it. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, starting to get a little better. A little better, a little better. Huh. Alright, let's see. Erase, 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 erase. Erase, erase, erase. Erase, erase. Erase. Alright. Eyes. Oh, man. Alright. How about that? That better? Just a little better. A little better. A little better. Another thing I want to get better at is time. Ideally, I should be able to do one of these portraits in about 2 hours. It is now 8:45. I started this around 8 o'clock. So, will I finish by 10? I don't know. But that is the goal. The goal is to finish within 2 hours of starting. So, if I don't finish by 10, then I just need to get faster. Let's see. 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 Hairline. That's about right. Yeah. Rough it out. Rough it out. Rough it out. Erase, erase, erase. Rough, rough, rough. That's okay. Let's see. Take that there. Rough, rough, rough. Fix my glasses. Alright, that's rough. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. Where am I? Okay. That's okay. Put that there. Put this there. That's okay. Whew, alright, something. Okay, try again. Try this again. Proportions. Alright, do that. Alright. Alright, let's see. I'm back in the chat here. Andrew J is talking about double-sided tape, Scotch tape. He likes it. That's good. Scotch tape is good. Double-sided tape, removable. Very good. Andrew J says Quicksilver looks young because age can't keep up with him. Yeah. Yeah, okay, sure. Lace Celtic Moon says Edwin Boyette starts at the top of the hour. Okay. Hee hee. Yay. Evan Von Scriber says Jiminy Challenge. I'm not sure what that means. So maybe you can elaborate. But, you know, that's fine. But yeah, alright, now I'm drawing Jack Kirby. I guess I'm about halfway through. Halfway, maybe. Need some water. 2 hours or less. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's so much a challenge as it needs a way to sort of rein myself in terms of time, not waste time. Because left to my own devices, I'd spend probably 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours on it, and realistically, you can't spend that much time on a drawing. I mean, you can, but you know, I draw for work, and my goal is to be as fast and as good as possible. Especially if you want to draw comic books, you can't. Again, you can, but you should not spend endless amounts of time on a drawing. You need to get it done lay it down as quickly as possible, and that's one of the things that I need to get better at. So, should I be doing 2-minute drawings? Yeah, sure. I mean, do 2-minute drawings, do 5-minute drawings, do 10-minute drawings. See how much you can get down in as short period of time as possible, and just train yourself to get better, to get more information down on paper, get it from your eyes to your brain to your hand to the paper as quickly as possible. You know, I think it's good for all artists to do that, and it helps make you a better observer. It forces you to observe better, more clearly, more concisely, instead of possibly wasting a lot of time. For me, it's daydreaming. I daydream a lot when I draw. So, yeah. So do gesture drawings. 2-minute, actually, 30-second ones are probably the best. Maybe even 10-second ones. 10-second, 30-second, 1-minute, 2-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute drawings. Just again to see how much you can get down on paper. So, and you'll get better. You get faster. It's just all practice. Like anything else, like becoming a better soccer player, musician, cook, whatever. You have to put in the time to do it. So, the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you get. So, but anyway, let me get back to drawing Jack, the king. Hmm. 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 Erase the mouth. Erase the mouth. Needs to be a little higher up. A little higher up. Hmm. 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 It's a little lower. He's got kind of a smirk on his face. Because he knows that he can draw better than you can. Because he's the king. I think the first Jack Kirby book I ever read was it's actually still one of my favorite ones, is the Eternals. I started reading that when I was probably 6, but I just really liked it. I thought it was a really cool comic book. There's one issue that I read like so many times it fell apart. I finally bought it again when I was an adult, but it was one where Icarus fights a robot of the Hulk that a bunch of college kids put together, and I think it was like cosmic radiation made it come to life, and then he spends a couple issues fighting it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something about the Eternals I always liked. And the same thing with what was it? His Fourth World characters. I always liked what he what he'd done with Darkseid and the New Gods. I mean, it was just really very creative characters and storyline. Maybe not that creative. I mean, they were basically all taken from the Bible and mythological figures, but just the way he reimagined them into science fiction characters, I thought was very, very cool. Mr. Miracle, that was just extremely creative. Yeah, that's apart from all the obvious creating he did with Marvel and everything. Captain America, the Avengers, Fantastic Four, blah blah blah. Trying to get this this look that it's got in this picture, but it's got this Mona Lisa smile going on. Can't quite get it. Alright. Let me sort of move on. Evan Von Scriber says, can you dedicate a stream to that? To doing what? To doing 2-minute drawings? It would be a 2-minute stream. It'd just be me trying to draw something in 2 minutes. That's basically all you're doing. Is Evan, is usually it could be anything, but usually it's for me it's figure drawings. Trying to do a figure, a gesture, as quickly as you can within the time limit, which is whether it's 2 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever. Set a time limit for yourself. Say 2 minutes, and draw. Try to get as much of the figure down as you can within that 2-minute span, and then you're done. And that's the exercise. Eric Hawkins says, "Nice likeness." Thanks. It's getting there. It's just a lot of hacking away, a lot of erasing, because I'm looking at it while I'm drawing it, and sometimes it looks right, sometimes it doesn't. So I just have to go back, fix the proportions, fix the sizes of different parts of his face, and hopefully at the end it looks like him. So that's the process. Okay, let me get back. One thing I need to figure. I don't think these are HB pencils. These are coming out way too light for an HB. I thought that's what they had sent me when I bought them, but they're laying down very light. Seems more like a 2H pencil. Ay, 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 ay. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating. Let's see. I think my wife's home from work, so I may have to stop in a few minutes to say hello to her. Oh man, now this is starting to look like what's his name? Jeremy Irons. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm still here, still breathing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting tired. I probably shouldn't have started this late. Eric Hawkins says, yeah, it looks just like me. It's really good. I think it looks just like Jack. Okay, well, thanks. I gotta keep working at it. See how much I can get done in the next half an hour. See how much I can get done by 10. So. No. All right. Back to the drawing board. That's art humor for you. Not art T-Bear humor, but just general art humor. I apologize for any weird noises you may be hearing. I'm sucking out a mint. Smack, smack. Gulp, gulp. Glug, glug. Alright, let's see here. Huh. All right. Huh. You're hearing the frustration of art in progress. Come on. This is frustrating. The more I look at it, the more I see wrong with it. Ay, 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 ay. I know it may look, it may, it may look fine watching me draw, or it may not. But I'm just saying. I mean, as the artist, I'm seeing stuff that I'm just seeing stuff that I need to improve on, need to fix, and it's killing me. It is, gosh, frustrating. It's frustrating. I mean, the corrections are making it better, or it's making it more accurate, rather. But it's just frustrating seeing them. Then having to go back and correct it, and then seeing more, and then going back and correcting those, and seeing more, and so on and so forth. But it's all part of the drawing process. See things that need to be fixed, fix them. Then see some other stuff that need to be fixed, fix those. Or leave them. Depending on the artist. Some artists don't care. Some artists just say, whatever. And I do too, at a certain point. I mean, you can only go so far and still have a drawing that's done within a reasonable amount of time, but it's just frustrating when you see stuff and you know it needs to be corrected. really wish this pencil were darker. That's a little better. That's a little better. 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 Okay. It's 9:45 now. Quickly approaching the 2-hour mark. I can tell just from having been drawing, I've been wasting a lot of time. But at the same time, I kind of needed to make sure that the proportions were correct, or else it wouldn't look like Jack Kirby. So I don't know if I can say I wasted the time, but I could be faster. I could be faster. I could be faster. Could also be slower, so it balances out. Glasses on, glasses on. I want this to be so much better than it is, but I only do so much within so much time. Time for the old turny thing here. Let's see. Comic Book Bob is here. Had to check out the Jack Kirby stream. Respect. Let me go back to the chat so I can actually read this stuff. Hey Pope Fire, how you doing? She was here a while ago. She may have left. Comic Bob says how to check out Jack Kirby stream. Respect. 2 hours isn't much time, especially when doing a realistic portrait. Yeah, but I'm just talking about knowing myself. I can do a portrait in 2 hours. I should be able to. Well, I know I can, but it's just that I get caught up in the enjoyment of drawing, and I lose track of time. So, but I can do it, and I just need to get better at it. I need to get better at being more accurate within that 2 hour span. And I also have to practice drawing in front of people and drawing quickly, which I'm still getting used to. What is this? Is this part of... let's see, what else did I miss? Oh, Lady Celtic Moon left. Sorry. Sorry I missed you. Let's see. Okay, that is part of the... That's part of his jacket. Oh, yeah. Adrian T2099 is here. He says, nice work, Jiminy. Thank you. Glad you like it. It will be my sketch of the day for tomorrow. Because I ran out of commissions to post. All those free giveaway drawings I did. I ran out. I finished them all, so those are my sketch of days for the last couple weeks. So, if you guys want me to do a commission for you, let me know. So I have more drawings to to post as my sketch of days. Is there a reason you're drawing Kirby? No reason. Just I need a drawing. I'm trying to do the sketch of day drawings, and I ran out. I ran out of images to post, so I need new ones. And I have a list of different people that I'm going to be drawing. It's a long list. I mean, it's over 100 people that I made up over a year ago, and I've been going through them one by one. And it was Jack Kirby's turn, so I haven't done a portrait in a while, so I figured I'll just draw Jack Kirby. Yeah, there's no specific reason, other than he was next on the list. So it was Jack's turn to be drawn. That's it. I think after Jack, the next one is Myrna Loy. How many of you guys know who Myrna Loy is without looking it up? Great subject. You should do Ditko. I would if there were any good pictures of Ditko lying around, but he was a notorious recluse, so there are very few pictures of him around. I found a couple blurry ones from the 60s from interviews he did back then, but yeah, there are no solid pictures of Steve Ditko just sort of floating around the internet, unfortunately, because he'd be a cool person to draw. Y'all know who Myrna Loy is? Myrna Loy is a very famous actress. Yeah, she was an actress from the 1930s and 40s. She was most famous for the Thin Man series with William Powell. She played Nora, Nick and Nora. What was her last name? Nick and Nora. I want to say Andrews, but it wasn't. Was it? I can't remember. Charles. Nick and Nora Charles. She played Nora Charles in the Thin Man movies back in the 30s and 40s. And she's just a great actress. Great golden age. Silver age? Golden age actress. So, I'm sort of a fan, so I draw people that I'm fans of or who have interesting faces. So if you're wondering why I draw certain people, it's because I'm either a fan of theirs or they have a face I find very interesting. You should do Ingrid Bergman. Yeah, maybe. I like Ingrid Bergman, but she doesn't. Her face is very. She doesn't have a plain face, but it's not that interesting to me. Her face looks like a lot of other actresses from that era, so it doesn't really stand out to me. But maybe she. I mean, like I said, I like her. I like she's a fine actress, but Compo Bob, Lauren Bacall. I did Lauren Bacall years ago. Trying to think. Do I have? Where is that Lauren Bacall drawing I did? It's in a sketchbook, like the other ones, like the one I'm drawing in now. I'd have to dig it up. But yeah, I already did her. I think she was the first person I drew. No, first person I drew was Bruce Lee, and then Lauren Bacall was second. So, but Lauren Bacall has a great face. Very, I don't want to say masculine, but that her voice is very masculine. But she has a very strong face. Oh, I know who I want to draw. I want to draw. She might be on a list already. Another famous actress from the 40s. My camera. Sorry about that. What is her name? She was in a bunch of. She was very famous for her bosom, brunette. She was in. What was her name? Joan. No, not Joan Crawford. I can't remember her name. Anyway, Kim Novak was gorgeous. Don't look up Kim Novak now. I don't know what she did to herself, but what her doctor did to her. But it was not nice. It was not. Plastic surgery is not good. Kim Novak was gorgeous, though. Jane Russell, thank you. Comic Book Bob. Jane Russell. Yeah, Jane Russell is I if she's not on the list, she will be because she has a great face. Um, and Jane Russell, I'll just say this: Jane Russell. I think Jack Kirby looked at her a lot because every time I see Jane Russell, I think of Jack Kirby because his women look like Jane Russell. They have that same very square, strong, muscular face. I mean, if you look at Big Barda, if you look at um, Cersei from the Eternals, you look at any of Jack Kirby's classic brunettes, that's Jane Russell right there. So Jack Kirby's been watching her. He's been keeping his eye on Jane Russell. But yeah, I'll definitely draw Jane Russell at some point. And what was Kim Novak in? What was that? Was that North by Northwest? Was that her famous movie? I can't remember what movie it was. It was one of those. I think it was one of the Hitchcock movies. Was it The Birds? I can't remember. I draw Bogart. Yeah, it wasn't Jane Mansfield. It was Vertigo. Okay, was it Vertigo? Okay, maybe it was Vertigo. Okay, yeah, it was Jane Russell. Comic book Bob. I have not drawn Bogart. No, I've not. He has a good face too, so I'll probably put him on the list as well. But I have a fascination with Golden Age actors, mainly because they're not. I don't think they're given enough attention, credit nowadays. I mean, I used to love watching them on AMC, but then AMC completely changed its programming from old movies to whatever. And I don't get Turner Classic Movies, so I don't really see, outside of Turner Classic Movies, I don't know how much attention or, these old stars get and how much modern day audiences even know about them. Oh yeah, Bell, Book and Candle, where she plays a witch. I think Bewitched was based on that. I want to get the original book, of Bell, Book and Candle. I think it was written by the same guy who wrote. He wrote that story about the couple who switched bodies because of like an Egyptian doll. That was a very interesting movie as well. Did he write the Topper series with the I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. I have this real weird. It's not weird, but I have this real fascination with reading books that movies are based on, and a lot of these Adrian's David Niven will be a good subject. Yeah, Adrian says I've never seen that movie. Yeah, it's a Bell, Book and Candle. I've never seen it either, but I've just read about it because I think it was the basis for Bewitched, the TV series, or one of the bases for it. So, like I said, I like. It's almost like almost like um, in a sense like Tomb Raider, trying to find the back history of a lot of these famous properties, and yeah, I found out just a lot of them are based on short stories from the 20s, and yeah, I just find it very interesting. So. Yeah, David Niven would be a good subject. Another good one. I think a better one would be what is his name? Gosh, my memory's going down the tubes. Famous actor with horror movies, suspense movies. Not Christopher Lee, although he'd be good too, but even better than him. He looks like David Niven, but thin mustache. He's not creepy in and of himself. He actually Vincent Price. Thank you, comic book Bob. Vincent Price. He'd be a great subject to draw. Great face. Great. I love his personality. And another person who would be good to draw would be Paul Lynn. I love Paul Lynn. Paul Lynn's just such a funny guy. Adrian T20 says, all right, saw you, Wason came to check out for a bit and share and like, but now time to go spend time with wife. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for showing up. Hey, and everyone, if you haven't already, please like this video. I know it's kind of a slow burn. But yeah, please, I appreciate it if you would like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and all that stuff, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you very much, Adrian, for hanging out and spend time with me and everyone else. Yeah, so Vincent Price, I'll have to put him on the list as well. Well, there are a whole bunch of people. I have a whole bunch of people on the list. Last night I went to look for a bunch of pictures of the people I already have on the list, and some of them are like Steven Seagal. Who else? I'd have to look at the list. There's just a whole slew of them, and it's very, like someone will pop into my head, and then that will cause me to think of other people who are related to them, like Julie Andrews. And I started thinking of Dick Van Dyke, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's just a never-ending list of people to draw. I just have to get around to doing it. But yeah, so Jack Kirby right now, and let me finish this up. Oh, thanks, Compa Bob. You liked and shared it. Thank you very much. Everybody else, do that as well. Be like Comic Book Bob. Like and share. So, let me try to finish this off for the King. Let me finish the King off. Oh, Yul Brynner would be good too. Lauren Green. Yeah, Yul Brynner's better, I think. Comic Boss says I grew up on all those old movies. Yeah, me too. And a lot of them. I think I just if I didn't remember them from when I was a kid, I gained an interest in them as I grew older. When I became a teenager, late teens, I got a real interest in a lot of old books like the Hardy Boys and Tom Swift and Doc Savage, and then along with that, a lot of the books and stories of that era as well. So which is good. I mean, I think it'd be a shame if all that, so much great content from back then, if that stuff got lost or forgotten. I mean, I think about kids being kids nowadays. No, but seriously, I think about kids going to school now. They don't even learn cursive anymore. They don't know how to write in cursive, and I mean, in my mind, that's a crime. I mean, there's so much documentation and information that is written in longhand, in cursive, in script, and these kids will never be able to read it. They won't be able to understand what's being written down. It's might as well be in a foreign language to them, because they haven't been taught how to read and write. I mean, they're basically illiterate when it comes to cursive. That's criminal. I mean, for an education system to fail so badly at educating the next generation in terms of one of the major forms of communication is maybe it's not a sin, but it's a crime to my mind. It's a crime against knowledge. And I think about that, and then all the sort of extrapolating that to film and media. I mean, I don't know how much these kids know about classic movies or classic literature. I mean, I talked to my niece. I mean, they're not even teaching. They're not even having these kids read Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities in high school. Um, it's I don't. It's like they're teaching these kids how to be ignorant. That's what it seems anyway. And I think it's a shame. So I have a real interest in sort of in my own way promoting who these people were and what they did, whether it's Jack Kirby or Myrna Loy or whoever. So I think that might be part of why I enjoy drawing portraits of them, because at least in a little way they're not forgotten. But we'll see. We'll see how many people actually watch the videos and you know. Let's see. This is. Oh. Oh, Jack Kirby deserves better than this, but. I'll do what I can in the time allotted. Alright, now, you gotta finish this off. Right. Alright, let's see. Mr. Kirby. Mr. Kirby. Alright. Alright. Oh, I got a comic book in the mail today. Another one of the Comicscape books. This is one I was waiting for quite a while. I actually did an unboxing video of it. I have to post that later on today or early tomorrow. But yeah, it was of Ravage, Kill All Men, and that was actually the first Comicscape book that I ordered through Indiegogo, and haven't read it yet. Just open it up and flip through it. It looks pretty good. Don't know about the writing because I haven't read it, but the art's okay. It's not the greatest, but I can't really criticize because I haven't drawn anything in terms of a comic book for with Indiegogo. I haven't they put in a lot of work into doing it, so it's not for me to really criticize, but it looks good. It looks like a good book. So hopefully, if you ordered it, you'll be getting it soon. Or have already gotten it. Apparently mine got lost in the mail because I got a what was it called, a tracking number for it back in the middle, about a month ago actually, and I never got the book. So I emailed Ben Henderson. I think it was last week, and just asked him when I could expect to get the book, and he said, "Oh, you should have already got it." So he checked, and then he had a new copy sent to me, which arrived today. So thank you very much, Ben. I appreciate your help in the matter. But yeah, he did say in an email, I think that got sent to everyone, that if you have not received your copy yet, contact him at the email address for I guess the customer service for Cautionary Comics, and then he'll check on it, and he will get back to you and try to rectify the situation. So he did that for me, so I was very, very appreciative. But yeah, I got that today, and like I said, I had to take some time to read it later on. I also got issue 4, 5, and 6 of what was it? Punchline by Matthew Weldon, who's the artist, and it's very good. It's art's really cool. I find it interesting because Matt Weldon. I mean, I watched him on Drawn and Quartered, and he's obviously a great artist. And then I look at his work in Punchline, and it seems like he's still. I don't know how long ago he drew them, but it's like, and I get part of it may be because he's on deadline drawing it, but the artwork, it seems like the quality in Punchline isn't as high as the quality in his current work in Drawn and Quartered. So he may have drawn that a while back in the past, because it's like looking at early Matthew Weldon. Does that make sense? Like he's still growing before he reached where he is now as an artist. And you can sort of see it in the first 6 issues. Him sort of improving as an artist. I find that very interesting. I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, if you haven't picked it up, I definitely recommend it. And if you haven't already, please, you should subscribe to Matthew Weldon's YouTube channel. Just type in Matthew Weldon, Weldon, in the YouTube search, and follow him. The guy's a phenomenal artist. I mean, just brilliant. He doesn't think so, but he is. And you can always catch him on Drawn and Quartered, where he often blows away the competition, or he just draws pregnant women, which he is prone to do. Not on purpose, but his women. He draws fairly Rubenesque women. He's great at drawing women. Not so great at drawing men's faces, but he's such a good artist. Oh man, amazing. So check him out. All right, I think this is pretty much done. Again, I wish this pencil were darker. I wish it were darker. I don't know why it's. I don't think this is HB. It's much too light. Much too light. Much too light. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. My body's saying finish it. I want to finish it. It's just seeing more stuff to draw. More stuff. Jack Kirby has a good face. He has a very good face for drawing. All right. It's like there's just more stuff. There's more stuff to get down here. All right. I think that's good. That's good. Is this still on? Still working? Okay. There we go. All right. That's it. Jack Kirby. Let me sign it. Well, let me. Saw something else. All right. Kirby. There we go. Jack Kirby. Signed, sealed, and delivered. I don't know. Could be better. Could be better. Could be worse. Could be better. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully it somewhat does him justice. It's could be better. It's the eternal struggle of the artist. Never satisfied. Pencil's not dark enough. Dagnabbit. Okay, stop. Oh shoot, now I'm seeing more stuff. Stop. Anyway, this is it. Jack Kirby. Is anyone still here? I don't know. Everyone may have gone home. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, we got more stuff in the chat. Yo Brenner. Okay. Combo Box says a lot of those movies have such amazing cinematography. The black and white era used lighting like no one else. Not to mention how amazing the sets were. Yes. Scott Schmier, sir. How you doing, Scott? But he may have left. See, classic literature is under serious attack these days, says Combo Bob. The ignorant are easier to control. It's one of the reasons China has such a large number of illiterate citizens, easier to control. Though in recent years, China's adult literacy levels have shot up. Scott Schmier says, nice. Scott Schmier says, speaking of that, I need to go to the mailbox. Be right back. Wasn't that Chuck Dixon's book? Yes, it is. Combo Bob. Ravage Kill All Men is written by Chuck Dixon and Ben Henderson. And Scott Schmier says, I'm good, thanks. Good. Glad to hear it. And thank you, everyone. Scott Schmier, Comic Book Bob, everyone else who stuck around. Thanks a lot for hanging out, watching me draw Jack Kirby. Wish I'd done better, but it's pretty good. It's okay. and I will see you guys later on. Also, I need to post that unboxing video. It's short, but I'll post that, I guess, later on today or tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have another drawing live stream for you guys. Drawing someone else, maybe Myrna Loy. I don't know. I'll check my list, see who's next. Anyway, thanks again, guys. If you haven't already, please like the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe, the bell for notifications, and share it if you like. Okay? Thank you very much. You guys take care. Have a great night. Bye.